welcome back to another edition of Dream Team Sim Saturday. If you missed last week's show, you can still give it a watch over on our YouTube channel, as you can. Well, and Jack's gone already.
Great.
So, well, Jack didn't like what he was hearing and has left already. But as I was saying, you can watch every episode of Sim Saturday over on our YouTube channel. We're live every single Saturday, playing out the remainder of the Premier League and the FA Cup fixtures. Please hit the subscribe button so you get a notification every time we upload a video. And is Jack back? I believe Jack is back.
I'm here.
There he is. There he is. It was only a brief break from him. But my name's Sean Burke. I'm joined by, now bear in mind I did not write this script, in order of who's best looking, Andy Taylor, Jack Townsend, Graham Marshall, and his name is his name is Henry Lewin-Titt. Henry, loving the new look.
He's
mate.
not reacted to that, so has he frozen?
I can't actually.
I think he's frozen.
I think
as well.
he's frozen.
I can't actually see him. It's
What a
just
time.
his picture. I thought it was for dramatic effect, but it's.
I thought he was really unhappy with that and was waiting for the end. I think he knew that there was a punchline coming, but no.
That's the first time I've seen that Barnet, by the way.
there. Yeah. I mean, we've got a beautiful freeze frame. As you can see there, he's gone fully blonde for this week's show. So we'll see if that results in any blonde moments from Henry. But that is our panel of literal armchair pundits. All five of us will be watching the games as it's a full round of Premier League fixtures. I've still not got an Arsenal game. Just one before the season ends. That's all I'm asking. For those unaccustomed to this series, there's a few things to clear up. Each match has been simmed on legendary difficulty with 10-minute halves and handballs are turned on. These are the fixtures that would have taken place in real life, and this is game week 33, which was originally meant to have taken place on the 11th of April. Before we go anywhere, during the week we also seen Sheffield United versus Aston Villa, as they both had a game in hand. Let's see how they got on. What a job Chris Wilder is doing at Sheffield United. Not looking great if you're a Brummie though. What's the difference between Titanic and Aston Villa? I don't actually know this one. Even I googled it. Is anybody familiar with this joke?
Well, I mean, one went down and one's going down, isn't it?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's shocking.
Is that like
shocking.
How is it shocking? How is it shocking?
It's not the best joke, is it?
One went down and one's
I got that joke
going
from
down.
Jack. I got that joke from
What's
Jack.
the difference? It'd be better if it was like one stayed up and one went down. But
yeah. After we move on from that joke that's caused much discussion in the group, this is how the table looks ahead of this week. So as we can see, Liverpool are already champions after they confirmed that last week. All eyes are on the relegation zone this week, with all three of the clubs able to move out of the bottom three with a win. Norwich are on a serious charge at the moment, led by their manager. Thank Fark for that, Norwich. That's what they'll be saying. Also, before I start, there's a little rumour going about that we're going to be starting up a Champions League Sim Saturday from next week. You didn't hear from me though. You didn't hear from me. So maybe, just in case, subscribe to see if something happens. You never know. Alright, we're almost ready to get started. Before we do, let's cover the games you'll be watching today, lads. Andy, who have you got? Nice haircut, by the way.
Oh, cheers, Sean.
what
You noticed my
true.
haircut?
Oh,
Thanks,
I got
mate.
that right. That's just what it's saying in the script
Oh,
here.
really? Okay. So, yeah, my games are Norwich v Brighton. I've given myself the Norwich game because I think that's one of the most exciting. They're arguably one of the form teams in the league at the moment. And yeah, they're coming up against the Brighton side that are struggling with them. So it's going to be a massive game, and Norwich remain unchanged for that. My other game is one that's close to our hearts, Sean. Wolves v Arsenal. We're battling for Champions League spots. You boys are more mid-table. Wolves, as always, remain unchanged.
Alright, next up, Jack. Who are you covering?
That looks like he's frozen to me.
And he's frozen. That's alright. In the meantime, we'll just go to Graz. What games you got?
Yeah, so I've got Spurs again. We had a difficult draw against Sheffield last week. I think those European spots are starting to slip away for Spurs. They desperately need a win to put themselves back in the hunt. Kane only fit enough for the bench, but that has got to be a boost for those Spurs fans who've been desperate for goals recently. Chelsea, meanwhile, first time dropping out of the top four in quite some time. They're facing a Watford team who've really struggled recently.
Talk us through your matches today, Jack.
Well, first up, I've got the Premier League champions versus the Premier League rejects. This could be the nail in the coffin for Villa, really, today. The only thing that would probably save them is whether Liverpool are just, still a bit hungover from their win, their big celebration last week. Next game, who have I got? That is a good question.
Jack, you prepared so well.
I'm so wrapped up in the first fixture that I thought, But Newcastle, off the back of a 5-2 win against Bournemouth, which has rewarded Richie with another start, but instead he's been pushed forward into more of an attacking role.
And finally, Henry, talk us through your fixtures and that haircut.
Well, I was inspired by Paul Pogba. This seems like something he probably is gagging to do to his Barnet, who is starting for the first time for Manchester United since, I think, September. Bournemouth, on the other hand, are in terrible form. Lewis Cook has come into the midfield to try and shore things up after their 5-2 thumping by Newcastle.
I'm covering a couple of matches as well.
You cut me for against one.
Oh, fuck.
God, you don't like just headed to second game.
That is the marquee fixture of this weekend.
All I'm saying is Sheffield United.
It's a gravy derby.
Could move above Chelsea if they get a win and other results go their way.
Alright, I'll be covering a couple of matches as well this week. I've got Leicester versus Crystal Palace and Southampton versus Man City, and there was basically nothing on the line in either game. So I just cannot wait. The stakes could not be lower, but it's something to watch anyway. So thank you for that. Right, I think that is everything covered. Is everybody ready to get going? 3, 2, 1, kick off.
Okay.
They are kicked.
We're off.
Come on, the boys.
Kicked big time. Mine just froze for a second. I don't know if that was time itself, just pausing in both these matches. And the show,
it's a goal!
they'll have to
It's
pay
a
for it.
goal already.
We've got a goal already.
Any chance?
West
What was
Ham.
that, a
Oh,
penalty?
it's a goal!
It's suddenly all
2
kicked
goals in
off.
quick succession. Jack, I'll go to you first. Who was the goal for?
It's Haller who's headed in at the near post. It was a nice little cross from who was it? Oh, Bowen. Bowen, is that what I'm reading?
Jared Bowen,
Bowen,
yeah. Might be.
Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen?
Yeah, and I can see the frilly shirt from here. But nice,
All right.
great start for West Ham.
Very promising stuff there. Cracking on from that form from last
Oh,
week.
and
And
he
Andy,
spit
you got a
away.
goal in your match.
Yeah, it's Norwich 1-0, and it's the boy Todd Cantwell, who's been playing a bit of FIFA himself over the break that we've been having, and he's scored himself a goal on FIFA now. So Norwich just picking up where they left off last week, really.
And it's 1-0 to
1-0
Chelsea
Norwich.
as well. A penalty from Jorginho. Kovacic, the man fouled in the Watford box, turns to try and shield the ball, and then it's Will Hughes, I think, who fouls him there. 1-0, fairly stonewall penalty, and then Jorginho slots it away as he often does.
1-0. Chelsea bouncing back from that surprise defeat last week to West Ham. Henry, any developments in any of your matches?
No, not in the games, but I did just match Rosie on Hinge, so 1-0 to New Barnet.
Or keep us updated on the Rosie situation
I will,
as it
don't
progresses,
worry.
please, Henners. Alright, not much going on in my matches, no goals as of yet, but as you'd expect, Man City are dominating Southampton here.
Oh, it's a lovely move. Sessegnon, have a shot. Oh, nothing.
And nothing there for Ryan Sessegnon. Has started for Spurs.
He
is that
has
right?
indeed, yeah. He's playing further forward. He's not playing as a left back today. He gets into the box and tries to lay it off to Mora, who's for some reason just standing offside. I don't really know what he was doing there.
We got a card here
Obviously
for
forgot what
Robertson,
he's
yellow. It's Elmer Hadji's forced it from him. I think Robertson couldn't. Is that how you say it? Elmer Hadji.
We talked about it
Elmer
before.
Hadji.
El
Elmer
Mohammedi.
Hamidi.
Oh, we've almost
he
had a
was
goal
offside.
here for Leicester against Crystal Palace. Or for Crystal Palace against Leicester, should I say. Great save from Schmeichel.
Chance! Oh,
Ooh, just past the post.
Nice little chance
Okay.
for Henderson outside of the box. It's just gone a whisper wide. to the left-hand side of the post.
Graz, any
Good
more
goal.
developments in the Chelsea match?
Everton constantly trying to play this ball down to Iwobi on the left, but they've just sort of lobbed it up about 3 times in a row, and it's just gone straight to Sergio Aurier at right back. I think they are going to have to try something different.
We are joined today
Salah.
by Il Papa as well. We've got the Pope with us today, because just it's a holy show, and the more the merrier. So thanks very much for that. Jack, did we have a goal in your game there, or was that a chance?
We could have done with the Pope just before that chance. Bring some.
A miracle,
Yeah, exactly. It was Salah that came in off his right flank, and it's a good save from the keeper. Oh,
Did you have a
I
chance
was
there?
going to say, just speaking of Pope, Sheffield United have got a corner here. It's been, to be honest, both my games have been pretty dry so far. Manchester United had one chance, but let's see if Sheffield United can do anything from this corner. It's deep.
dangerous.
No,
Lovely turn.
easily
A
dealt with.
beautiful segue. Two Popes is also a decent film that is on Netflix at the moment, so thank you for that. But Andy, chance there in your match, was there?
A while ago, Glenn Murray went close to Brighton. Someone slipped him in on his weaker left foot. I mean, it's interesting that they brought Glenn Murray in. It's kind of that classic substitution they always make when they're struggling. Really, they just go back to basics with Glenn Murray. And in the Wolves-Arsenal game, to be honest, Wolves scarily are actually on top. They're having a lot of the ball here, which doesn't bode well because we actually don't like having possession. We want Arsenal to have it, and then we'll hit you on a counter. Whereas it's not going too well for us at the moment.
Wolves do badly against worse teams, which it makes me feel good and bad at the same time, because that means that Arsenal are a bad team.
Oh, it's goal
Yeah,
time!
Before
time.
you go, I'll go to Jack. Who's the goal for?
Henderson's nodded it in. It's been made.
okay.
Salah's made it. He's nutmegged one of the Aston Villa players. One of the Villa player defenders, and then outside of the left boot, curling away from goal, and Henderson's unmarked.
Great finish, and we've got Graz eating a banana on camera here as well.
Wow.
Not much is going on in the last few minutes, so sort of don't think I need to pay
I like your
attention
style
at the
though.
moment.
I had one myself only about 30 minutes ago. Great source of potassium. So it's a great way to
chance.
keep the diet varied. Oh, we've got a chance
Oh
here.
my word!
What has happened here?
Oh my word! I think it was Aubameyang. He's broke clear down the left. He's cut inside. He's just got to shoot, and he's not, and he's squared it, and Patricio's just come out and caught the ball. That should have been 1-0 Arsenal, and he's absolutely. I mean, Aubameyang, I think if my memory serves me correctly, missed an absolute sitter at the end of the game last week as well. So that's 2 glorious chances for him now.
Oh, Pierre, you're letting me down here. We need to put those chances away. Henry, any updates on the Hinge situation?
Not at the moment, but Bournemouth could have taken the lead there.
I thought you were just looking at a picture there.
Yeah.
That's a tough shot. A volley from the edge of the box, but he doesn't get on target.
No, there is a goal in one of my matches here. Man City have broken the deadlock, and who else but Kevin De Bruyne smashing it past the goalkeeper from close range there, and Pep Guardiola is losing his mind on the sidelines with happiness though. It's hard to tell with that guy.
It's a great shot from Kante, I think.
Kante, he's not much of a goal scorer, but he's having a pop from
He's
range.
sort of burst forward a little bit there and had a shot that just hit the bar, I think it was.
Okay.
Oh, was it Kante? Who was it? It wasn't Kante. Someone's burst from the back then. I have no idea.
Who knows? It's all quiet
chance.
here. But who was the chance for, Henry?
It was an interesting corner routine. They played it short, back out, whipped into the back stick, and Brady just can't get his header on target. Sean Dyche is fuming.
I think it's a penalty.
Oh, we've got a penalty. Which match is this, Andy?
Oh, I think Brighton. I think big Dan Burns just got his big body in the way, and he's just bundled someone over. I don't.
Big Dan
I think
Burns.
Aaron Moore is also ref in this game. But, oh my word, that is the most outrageous penalty. Dan Burns just turned around, and Ben Deers just ran into him, and the refs give a penalty. I honestly have never seen anything like it.
Chance.
And we've got a Dream Team favourite Pookie stepping up from the spot now. Here he is. Oh, and he's slotted it away, and it's 2-0 Norwich, but that is controversial.
Go on, Dini.
Oh, and Jack, did we have a goal?
It wasn't a goal, it was a chance for Firmino. He's hit it straight at Reina. And that's another save from a Henderson shot. It's come from a corner.
Graz, did we have a chance in one of your matches there?
We did have a chance for Troy Deeney there, but unfortunately, great save there from, I think it is still Kepa in goal. Yeah, it is.
Andy's got his hands in his head. What just happened
Aubameyang
there?
again should have made it 1-0. Oh no, he was offside. Let's hold fire, hold fire. But it was a great opportunity, and Patricio's made a brilliant save down to his right, but it was offside. So stand down.
Okay, it's still just 1-0 to Man City here against Southampton, and 0-0 Leicester Crystal Palace. But it seems to me Leicester are dominating possession. They've got so many threatening players on there. Henners, any developments?
Manchester United, Bournemouth. United just look really rusty with Pogba on the team.
Another chance.
Played a couple of nice passes.
Oh, he's missed it.
They just haven't quite come off. So it's 0-0 there, not many chances.
Sounds like a classic Pogba performance there from Mr. Pogba. Andy, is this another Aubameyang missed chance?
No, this time it's Martinelli, and he's ran at Connor Cody, and he's given it a few step overs, and he's sent him for a cup of tea and a biscuit because Cody's completely bought it. Martinelli's through on goal, and he's just drilled it past the left post, and he's missed it again. So Arsenal should be at least 3-0. Oh, and Brighton have hit the post as well. Big Glenn Murray, the veteran, has hit the post with a great header. Oh, it's all going on over here.
Just as you say that, Aguero has scored a goal for Man City here against Southampton. A beautiful teamwork, as you'd expect, and he's just slotted past the keeper from close range with his left foot. So it is 2-0 to Man City here against Southampton. Henry, you've got another chance there.
Yes, we've got a goal for Burnley. It's a really nice place. A little cut back to the centre box. I think Hendricks comes on, puts in near post, keeper no chance. And there was a chance for Bournemouth right at the death against Manchester United. I think it was Fraser cutting in from the right in loads of space, and he tries to do this little chip ball to the back stick. I don't know why he didn't shoot.
Half time at Old Trafford, still 0-0. United struggling to break the deadlock lately, by the looks of it. Maybe they can break this duck today. In the other matches, mine are approaching half time. We've got 4 minutes added on here in Southampton versus Man City, but they are 2-0 down. What just happened there, Jack?
Wijnaldum, absolute screamer from outside the box, but it forces another excellent save from Pepe Reina. He is keeping Villa in here.
I've got a free kick for Brady just outside the box. I reckon it's got to be the last kick of the game here. I tell you what, that's a great save from Henderson. That's a really good free kick from Brady.
It is goal time.
Nice to keep it out.
You love Henderson.
I do love Henderson.
We've got a goal here in one of Jack's matches just before half time.
Firmino has banged it in top right corner from close range. That's Henderson to Wijnaldum, edge of the box, and it's a lovely little weighted ball left of the box for Firmino to slip top right. No,
all right,
top
okay.
right, bottom left. I don't know what I've. Yeah, that angle
has happened to you today, Jack.
You'll see it on the next point.
What happened? You dipped out of the call for 5 minutes. I just want to know what you did in that time. Did you spin around in a circle 50 times or something? Alright, well that's half time for now. We've definitely had more exciting halves of football, but still a lot to talk about. Not too many goals, but you never know, the second half might be a bit more exciting. Here's a rundown of all the scores so far. Burnley 1, Sheffield United 0, Chelsea 1, Watford 0, Leicester 0, Crystal Palace 0, Liverpool 2, Aston Villa 0, Man United 0, Bournemouth 0, Newcastle 0, West Ham 1, Norwich 2, Brighton 0, Southampton 0, Man City 2, Spurs 0, Everton 0, Arsenal 0, Wolves 0. A lot of nils there to end, but a very happy Fark for Norwich after that, 2-0 up. But give us a quick overview of how your games have gone so far. Let's start with you, Andy.
So obviously goalless in the Wolves-Arsenal game, but Arsenal should be at least 3-0 up. Aubameyang's he's missed one glorious chance and he was just offside for another. And then Martinelli again should have scored another goal. So it's actually kind of business as usual for Wolves towards the end of that half. Wolves usually struggle, and hopefully in the second half they're going to catch Arsenal on the break. And in my other game, the biggest controversy is that Dan Burn penalty. If everyone has the opportunity to watch that after this recording's over, please do. It's one of the funniest / horrendous penalties I've ever seen on the game.
Jack, give us a rundown of your games.
1-0 to West Ham against Newcastle, and an early goal for Haller, 4 minutes. But after that, it's pretty lacklustre. In my other fixture, I think Aston Villa are hanging on by a thread. Pepe Reina really being the only star player there. Mind you, El Mahajadi.
Oh.
El Mahajadi. I don't know why I keep going Mahajadi. El Mahajadi. I've got it right. He's actually is causing some problems for Robertson down on that right flank.
Graz, how are your games going?
Yeah, the Spurs-Everton game's been a bit of a dead one so far. Neither side really grabbing hold of this. I think the best chance has probably been a Lucas Moura free kick, but even that was quite a way over. Meanwhile, in the Chelsea game, early penalty for Jorginho and they've been mostly in control. Watford have had a couple of chances, but I feel like Chelsea will just come out stronger in the second half.
Well, not looking great for Watford, but you never know, a lot could change. Henners, still no goals for your beloved Man United.
No, I actually just want to sum up that first half with a picture for Manchester United. There you go.
Oh.
If you can see that.
Oh.
I can't do an impression on it, but that sums up Manchester United. It's been the Paul Pogba returning to form, and by form I mean being just running down blind alleys, playing like 40-yard cross-yard balls that just go straight out of play, not being impressed with him. Burnley versus Sheffield United, I'd say Burnley just about edged to be deserving of that lead. It's been fairly end-to-end, but both teams had lacked quality in the box.
Alright, well, funny you ask, just a quick word from our sponsors this week. Barry Lava's Balaclavas, great for keeping your nose warm when you're robbing a bank and hiding your identity if you're a Spurs fan out for a walk after work. So get yourself a balaclava and, get involved. Look at the fun I'm having here. But anyway, and it's good for burglars working from home as well. I think that's what I look like right now. Okay.
Do burglars working from home just rob themselves?
Yeah, I think so. They just rob downstairs and put it upstairs, I guess. Alright, okay. Let's get before we get the games underway, just want to remind all our viewers to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. More subscribers allow us to keep doing Sim Saturday and keep it going. But most importantly, keeps me in a job, so I can afford to buy ties like this one from H&M or balaclavas like this from Barry Lavas. Alright.
Barry Lava's balaclava.
Okay, now I'm just going to whip
Do
this
love
bad
the
boy
way
off.
you read everything I put down. It's brilliant.
I do. I'm an absolute pro.
You really well do.
I'm a pro. Okay, and 3, 2, 1, kick off. Alright, and here we go. I'm hoping for some more goals in my fixtures. There's only been one across the 2 matches so far. But
Can I just bring your attention to, I've been playing a bit of FIFA career mode, and Daniel Farker is actually everyone's agent as well on the career mode. Hopefully we'll flash up some images now. But when you go into the office and they deal contracts, Daniel Farker is every player's agent.
Alright, still not much going on here across the matches, but
That was creepy.
what?
Pepe Reina just did the most creepy little wry smile. You'll probably be able to get it
Oh,
out.
we have to get a slow-mo replay of this. Oh, but Henry is making some sort of strange noise. What
Daniel
happened here?
James.
Oh.
Finally, Manchester United have broken the deadlock. It's Brandon Williams picks up the ball on the left hand side. Really nice cross face of goal.
Yellow
And
for
Daniel James.
Oh, chance!
Classic.
I should go!
Daniel James. Oh, and this half is rocketed off to a start. Andy, who's the goal for?
The old fella, Glenn Murray's pulled one back for Brighton. Aaron Moy, inspirational in not only their play but this season. Great through ball. I can't see who cut it back. I think it was Morpay cut it back. And then Murray's just smashed it into the bottom left. And Tim Krul's got no chance.
He's just putting over, and we've got a goal here for Leicester as well. Jamie Vardy just stroking it past Crystal Palace goalkeeper here. Leicester's pressure has finally cracked the Palace defence, and they are looking happy after that. Alright, and also I must note, in my Man City Southampton game, the scoreboard is blank for some reason, as if they don't want me to know what
penalty?
it is.
Really?
What happened there?
Have we got a penalty, Graz?
We've got a penalty to Everton, but I don't really know what happened there. Sanchez is doing a weird little move. I don't know what that
It's a
is.
handball.
The
That's got
replay's
handball
gone
written
wrong.
all over it, that is.
I think it's a
weird
handball.
little move. That sounds
I
like
think,
a
yeah,
handball.
you are right. The game seems to glitch out with a handball. This has gone on for far too long. He's just been doing this little sideways shuffle. So Walcott was going down the right wing, cut back inside, lofted it over. I think it was Richarlison went up for a header with Sanchez, and now the game is almost completely frozen.
That's how it happens in real life. Time freezes and the players kind of just do that.
Oh, I don't know. They're just going to the thing now. Richarlison's taking a penalty. he's put it away. That's 1-0 Everton. I think Spurs
Whoa.
will feel hard done by for that. And obviously,
Very
maybe that was some
valuable
sort of
goal.
weird VAR check.
That's it.
The players have all lost their minds by the sounds of it. Jack, have we had a goal?
Yeah, Sadio Mane's just slotted home. It's another Ronaldo assist, and I don't know how he's found that space in the area. I think Aston Villa trying to track back, but
So weird.
3-0.
That's revenge for that cheeky smirk.
Goal here, Sean.
We've got a goal here. Andy, you whispered that. Who was it for?
Arsenal 1-0. Lacazette.
Yes.
Good play.
I wondered
Good
why
play
he got
down
so
the right.
quiet.
Ball's come in. Ozil's actually should have scored it, and then Patricia's made a great save, and Lacazette's bundled in the follow-up. So yeah, 1-0. We'll forget
That's
that.
what I wanna hear.
Spurs fans looking for an instant response, they've got one. Jose Mourinho has put the newly returned to fitness Kane on for Mora, so they'll be hoping that he's going to be able to be a bit more effective.
Oh, Henry, we've got a close call there.
Sheffield United should have scored that.
That's a goal.
There's loads of space down the right side. Pulls the ball across, but doesn't want to tap it.
Andy, who's the goal for? Please don't say Wolves.
It is Brighton 2, Norwich 2 in the big battle at the bottom of the table. And I'll be honest, I don't know what's going on with the Norwich defending there, because Pascal Gross has just kind of tiptoed his way around the edge of the box. No one's got anywhere near him. I mean, it's a little bit of skill, but not much, and he's just banged it in the bottom right corner. Terrible.
Villa have just hit the post. It was a free kick from just the edge of the area. I have no idea who took it, but they've hit the upright after a very non-convincing dummy kick before that.
All right, well, that's not good for Norwich, who were looking so good at the end of the first half.
They actually, sorry, Sean, they should have scored before that as well. Pukki had a great opportunity. He was slipped in down the right-hand channel and he's missed it.
There still is some time to go. But we've got a goal.
Yeah, Firmino scored his second of the day. Is that Lalard? No, Henderson with the assist, and it's pretty much a very similar position to Mane's last goal, but he's hit it left foot. But Mings has steered it into his own net.
It's gone in.
Right. Oh,
Great.
hang on, we've got 2 goals in quick succession here. Henry, you first.
Yes, it's Baldock. He's got loads of space down that right flank again. Puts the ball into the near post, and Musa gets in front of his man and just flicks it. Looping header. Pope's got no chance. It goes right into the top bins. The other side of the goal. Great header that. So it's 1-0.
Right. 1-0
And
there.
it's Kane with an equaliser for Spurs as well. 1-1 here. He's come on and made an instant impact. Lo Celso playing a pass out to Sissoko, who checks back and crosses it in. The defenders are completely caught by surprise. Kane glancing header into the corner. What a return.
He didn't
That's
waste
1-0.
much time there. Andy, your expression says it all. What's going on over
It's
there?
an ecstatic Farker, and it's 3-2 to Norwich. Buendia with it. Again, it's a similar goal to the chance that Pukki should have put away.
that
Actually,
is
he was
harsh.
slipped
Is
in,
it
and
another penalty?
Buendia's just hammered it into the bottom right. But it's a great little through ball. I didn't see who actually played it.
Right.
All right. Jack, have you frozen there, or are you just in a state of shock at what you've just seen?
Jack might have frozen, in which case I'm going to tell you that Chelsea have just scored another penalty.
Another
Yeah,
penalty.
that's 2-0 now against Watford. This one was quite harsh, a bit of a coming together right on the 6-yard box. Willian, I think it was a player foul.
But he's back just in time. Jack, we lost you for a moment there.
He's got his microphone muted.
It's a goal! It's a goal.
And who's it
We
for?
just scored. It's Liverpool, obviously. Salah has steered it in. A through ball by Keita, slightly overhit for Firmino, who's just
Keita.
about kept it in. Laid it up for Salah, who hits it top left corner.
He's got that pace. But Henry, what's happening here?
Martial scored. It was Wan-Bissaka, I think, pulls the ball in. And Fernandes hits a great first-time volley from the middle of the box. It's a really good save from the keeper, but it just falls to Martial. He taps it in. It's 2-0 Manchester United.
Play it.
2-0. They've built a lovely cushion for themselves. Mr. Martial, very well done.
Haller just had a chance in the West Ham game. There's been a few chances going West Ham's way.
Oh, but hold that thought. Henry, another goal. It's not in the Man United match, is it?
No, it's not. Of course it's not sure. Musa, he's put Sheffield United ahead. It's fairly similar to the first move, actually. Loads of space down the right hand side. He makes the run to the near post and just smashes it in.
And we have another goal for Liverpool there, Jack.
Yeah, Firmino hat-trick.
6-0.
That's his second hat-trick in the Sim Saturday series. I think he got one about 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
He's on
right.
fire.
Good man, Firmino. That's the kind of thing we like to see. Lots of goals.
Oh, it's a great chance.
For the highlights.
Oh,
Hold that thought, because we've got a goal here. Leicester City Crystal Palace match. Crystal Palace have equalised. The away team still sticking it to Leicester. Raz, what happened in your match there?
a lovely little move by Spurs there. I think it was Kane laying it off for possibly Fernandes, who I think has been pushed forward in the last few minutes. But unfortunately, the keeper saves. Spurs really putting the pressure on at the moment, but at 1-1, this is still anyone's game.
Andy, has there been a few chances there?
The Norwich-Brighton game's real all-action, end-to-end stuff, but Norwich have had 2 consecutive chances, and someone's got a camera phone on the crowd, and it's really annoying me.
Goal!
Still 2-2. Oh, who's the goal for? Graz.
It was for Chelsea, and that's 3-0. This one's completely sewn up. Hudson-Odoi
What a save.
plays a nice little 1-2 with, I think it was Kovacic there, and just smashes it home. Fantastic move there.
All right,
I
Andy.
should see them back into the top 4.
What's happening here?
Oh, I've got 2 chances. Firstly, off the corner that resulted in the chance I just spoke about, Godfrey's got his head on it, and it's just a reaction save from Ryan. It's brilliant. On the slow-motion replay, it's an amazing save. And then in the Arsenal game, Jimenez, it was a 50-50 chance, but he's got a shot off, and Leno's done quite well to get down there and save it. But Wolves really have been poor this game, to be quite honest with you. It's been a torturous watch.
Torturous. Oh, sad for you, good for me though. So let's keep that going. Hold on, Arsenal. Come on, give me that win. Henry, any developments in either of your fixtures?
No, Manchester United have had a couple of good chances. To be honest, the second half,
Do something.
Bournemouth have just rolled over. You can see why they're looking in relegation form. But
Give it
we're
away.
into extra time there. Looks like it's going to finish 2-0. And Sean Dyche is furious. Burnley just missed a chance to equalise. It's Chris Wood.
It's a mix-up!
Wanted
Oh,
to
my
into
God.
it. He's just headed it wide. Poor.
Oh, we've had a goal here for Southampton against Man City as well. They've managed to claw one back in that match there. They were 2-0 down, but that is so. Ooh, they could potentially pull it back. It's full time in the Leicester City Crystal Palace match here, and Pep Guardiola does not look happy.
Awful mix-up there in defence for Spurs. A cross going over. Lloris gets caught up with Alderweireld, only getting a really soft touch on it. It drops at the feet of Bernard. That's 2-1. 87th minute. Everton are now 2-1 up against Spurs.
Oh. Yeah, I can send this balaclava to you, Graz, if you want to wear it after
You
the
might
match.
need it, yeah.
So
If you could just post that.
I will. I'll make sure that gets over to you ASAP. Andy, I saw you bouncing around your screen for a few minutes solid there. What was going
Well,
on?
Brighton were breaking away in the 85th minute, trying on the hunt for an equaliser. I think it was Solly March down the left. All he's got to do is square it, and there's 3-3. And for some reason, he's held onto it, tried to take a player on, and then just lost the ball.
Just can't put those chances
Oh
away.
no! Oh, and Wolves have lost as well.
Right. That's a good result for me. Bad result
Silver
for Andy.
lining.
But it's a silver lining for me at the end of this show. But it's still going on here in Southampton versus Man City. Southampton really pressuring Man City now. They're doing a tiki taka on them, surrounding them around the edge of the box. But Graz, was something happen there?
Well, a very similar opportunity there, although I think they're going to get another cross in here. Aurier trying to cross the ball in. Is he going to get up for this? The cross is just too long.
Just seems to be no one playing particularly well
that's
in the
it.
middle of the table there.
Oh, big.
What's happened there, Henry?
That's 3-1 to Sheffield United. McGoldrich. I don't know what the Burnley fullback's been doing today, but they just keep getting caught out down those flanks.
Oh, it's a goal. It's a goal for Jota. That's what you didn't hear in the other game, but it is a goal for Jota here.
Poor man's Jota.
It's a consolation goal for Villa. I think Liverpool defence will be real disappointed with that, especially Alisson.
Alright,
6-1.
Jota. Only 5 more goals to go, Aston Villa. Don't go down like the Titanic, you know? Everybody's saying it. Don't do it. Alright, it's full time with both of my
It's
fixtures.
full time in both of my games as well. That's Spurs losing at home to Everton 2-1. They'll really regret a couple of those early chances, and obviously the story for Spurs fans will be that handball, was it or wasn't it, but they just didn't make enough of the chances they did have.
And that's full time in both of your fixtures, Jack, and
Yeah.
Andy is a full timer.
Yes, all over at Carrow Road. 3-2 Norwich at the end, and I think that moves them out of the bottom 3. So absolutely sensational stuff from Norwich during the Sim Saturday episode so far.
Yeah, they've been a real standout in the cup and in the league actually as well.
Yeah.
And Henry, is it full time in both your matches?
Yes, it is. It's finished 2-0 to Manchester United. A fairly comfortable second half. As I say, Bournemouth just seemed to really roll over there. And 3-1 to Sheffield United.
So that is full time across the board. The second half really ramped up. It's like Hackney Marshes, goals everywhere. Let's give you a rundown of the final score.
So that's how you do it, Andy.
I'll have you know that was also my joke.
Alright, so let's give you a rundown of the final scores. It's Burnley 1, Sheffield United 3, Chelsea 3, Watford 0, Leicester 1, Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 6, Aston Villa 1, Man United 2, Bournemouth 0, Newcastle 0, West Ham 1, Norwich 3, Brighton 2, Southampton 1, Man City 2, Spurs 1, Everton 2, oh dear Graz, it says in brackets, Arsenal 1, Wolves 0, oh dear Andy, it should say in brackets. Alright, and let's see how those results have affected.
You
Yeah.
always do the voice about halfway through.
Yeah.
I can never make up my mind.
Time.
I'll just stick with it from the start next time. After this game week, Liverpool, of course, still champions. They confirm that next week. They're now on 90 points. They are heading for a century at this rate as well. They could well do it. Straight to the bottom of the table, I guess. That means Norwich have clawed their way out of it. Just about. They're matching Bournemouth on 28 points, but still out of the relegation zone on goal difference. And Aston Villa rooted to the bottom of the table. Wolves have dropped 3 places after that defeat. Arsenal are now just a point off Spurs with a game in hand. Well, that is about that for this week's Sim Saturday. We hope you all enjoyed it, as always, and we hope we managed to divert your attention away from the testing times and, give you a little bit of taste of the football we're all missing so much. A quick reminder that we'll be back with 2 episodes next week, including a midweek Champions League special. Oh yes, I'm confirming it now. This will be happening next week, so tune in for that as well. As always, if you enjoyed it, please give it a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe, because we're going to be making even more, as I just said, and you'll keep us all in a job. But for now, stay safe, and we'll see you all again next week.